What's up, everybody? Second video of the day, and this shiner's for you. And if you don't know what shiner is, you're not cultured, you're uncultured swine. I think I'm gonna go to Shiner, Texas, about 7 hours away, north of, I don't know what it's north of. It's way out in the middle of nowhere, little bitty town. A bunch of Germans decided they was gonna land there, make beer. They've been doing it since way before I was born. Got some good news, got some bad news. Good news is I'm making another video. Uh, Bad news is I fell off for a little while, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Real life got in the way, and grandkids and working, and I hurt my back, and God Almighty, everything. Burned my fingers, about burned my whole hand off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, blistered here to here, blistered here, and blistered here to here. Yeah, it's been a miserable 4 days. Miserable. Miserable. God dang, it hurts. And I don't talk about hurting very often. I almost went to the doctor, y'all. Almost went to the doctor. Whew. Man, it's been bad. Um, man, you want to know what happened? I'll tell you. I'm not ashamed of it. So I was making a frozen burritos. Y'all see this net? I'm about to. If it was any bigger, I'd catch it and fillet it and eat it. Little one tiny little gnat, just whatever. So I'm making burritos. The way I make burritos, I don't know if everybody makes them like I do or not. I get the frozen burritos. I do them two at a time, and I put them in the pan. And I get one side hot, fry it, whatever, make sure they're crispy. And I throw them in the microwave. And what I've learned is, that's bachelor food, by the way, because you can get like 8 burritos for like $3 or $4, and a can of chili is 99 cents, and a pack of cheese like $2. And you can literally, if you only eat once a day, like I did, 2 burritos for dinner. What is that? I'm not real good at math, but you can eat for 3 or 4 days. I never eat breakfast, but you can eat 3 or 4 days on like a little bit of money. Bachelor stuff. So that's where I learned it. And then I figured that's pretty good. So then as I get married, and she requires more. She requires more. So it's 2 burritos, chili cheese, lettuce, tomato, sour cream, pecani, a little pepper on the side, cilantro. I don't know what she wants. It's always something different. So I said, "Hey man, I've been working all day. I'm tired. Do you want dressed up burritos?" I said, "Yeah, sure, dressed up burritos," because I'm always doing crazy shit. And so I take the frozen burritos and I put them in a pan and I flip them out, and then I put them in the microwave, because if you put them in the microwave first and then put them in the pan, they fall apart because they're thawed, and the filling falls out the side. And it's a big mess. So I learned to do the frozen part first, to the hot pan, 30 seconds on each side, whatever, and then to the microwave, then chili and cheese, so that it melts. The cheese, not the chili, and then you top it like you want to, and then you eat it, and it's freaking amazing. So I had done one or two, and I was these next two was stuck together, like bad stuck together. And I was like, golly. And I'm trying to do this side and then do the top and then do the bottom and then do the other side. They were still stuck together. And I'm doing them, like you do eggs, like you fry eggs and you flip it over. I was trying to do that with the hot grease. And my phone went off, and I'm listening to Pandora. If you can imagine, the right or left, like the stove is here, and then my phone sets off over here on charge. Because it's at the end of the day, and I'm Phone's always dead. And I'm always tired at the end of the day. So I've got these two burritos that stuck together, and I'm kind of, whatever. And I'm like, this is taking way too long. So I reach over, and whatever notification made my Pandora go off. I'm dealing with my phone, beep, 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 whatever, whatever, whatever. I say, I come back, it's 15, 20 seconds, and these burritos are still stuck together, sideways, like this. I was like, well, shit, I'm going to burn it if I don't do something. So I take my spatula, and I've already tried pushing earlier in the game that I told you about, cooking burritos. It didn't work. So I go back to that. Well, that 15 or 20 seconds that I was distracted by my phone was everything it needed to just fall apart, which I didn't know that. So when I push, that explains the blisters there, because I've got the spatula like this. Boom. When it went down between the burritos falling apart. I guess the burritos falling apart this way. And then the spatula, so my fingers, how the hell that one didn't get it, I don't know. It actually did get it, but it's not bad at all. This one said, oh no, not me. This little piggy stayed home. So these two, this one especially, went super deep into grease. It's blistered from here to here. This one's a little bit blistered. No big deal. And you're wondering what's up with this one? What's up with this one? Well, when I pushed, this back burrito flipped over sideways from a long ways to sideways, and it washed a hot wave of grease up against the pan. My thumb is like this. That hot wave of grease went, and it cooked from here down, because you got to imagine. So it went splash, and it really cooked my thumb, which you can't really see it, but I blistered it. Yeah, maybe you can. From here to here. Like I blistered the whole thing. So that had a little bit to do with me not wanting to make videos, whatever. And I'm not trying to whine, I'm not trying to bitch, not trying to get no sympathy, nothing. Just telling you guys that I probably should have went to the hospital, but I'm hard-headed and I'm dumb. Which is why you're watching Plum Dumb Stories. Plum Dumb, and I'm telling stories. But that really happened. So today, I was blessed and honored to go see some friends of mine that need plumbing help. And I love them to death. It's Mr. Gary and Miss Suzy. And the way they're Hawaiians, and they're the most amazing people you'll ever meet in your life. They're so forgiving and so understanding and so welcoming, if you will. And I don't know if that's a Hawaiian thing or if they're just that way. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any other Hawaiians. But I was blessed enough for them to call me and say, hey, I heard about you through wherever they heard about me from, and we need plumbing work done. And I said, okay, where you at? And they told me the address, and it just happened to be on top of a hill, which is down the hill from a creek I used to play in when I was a kid. And when I say a creek I used to play in, I don't mean just it was some creek and I don't remember where it's at. I don't mean that at all. I mean, you guys know that I grew up. If you don't, whatever. I'll tell you later. Um, I was, I'm not how to put it. I took every opportunity to get away from my house as I was growing up. I took every opportunity that I could get, and crossing 4 lanes of traffic to go to this particular spot that I'm telling you about was not unheard of. And then we had an older, uh, he got high with my mom. There's no other way to put it. He would smoke weed with my mom, excuse me. Not bad manners, just good beer. Um, and 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 we're country. We call everybody cousin. Everybody's cousin. Cousin. If you're a friend, you're a cousin, basically. So this was early '80s. Um, yeah. So it was a different time. So marijuana was completely taboo still, way before methamphetamines, way before speed. Um, so this older, who was no kin to us at all, guy would come around and smoke marijuana with my mom, but to stay friends, he would take us kids who were 7, 8, 9, whatever, to do things. And I noticed that he probably would take us away to do things when it was getting really bad at the house. I think he understood what was going on where we didn't. That's just the way. That's just how we was brought up. That's how we lived. Things got bad. People got hit on. People got beat. People got spanked for no reason. But I think he intervened as best he could to take us away from things that we didn't understand. Be it taking us into the woods and showing us how to make bows and arrows out of nothing, or fishing in a creek and how to stab fish with a tree fork that we had found. He could carry a knife, we couldn't. He was older. He was 17, 18. We were 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't even know how old we were. Maybe 10. But I know we moved from that area to Idabel, which was the ghetto. I know we wasn't there very long. I know Linda left when I was 12. So, but what I'm telling you guys is this spot that he took us was, that's the last time I remember um, having peace, if you will. Like it was like nobody could touch you, nobody bothered you. It was water. We could play in the water. It wasn't very deep. We could fish. We could jump. We could lay out in the sun. We could lay in the sand or rocks or whatever. It was like the best place on earth that our Uncle Junior, uh, was it Russell Carl or Carl Russell? I don't know. I'm gonna say it's Carl Russell Vansel Jr., my Uncle Junior to this day. He'll never see this. Maybe his daughter Shauna will. I don't know, but he's still my uncle. But he would take us. He would get us away from the house, and he would take us across the road, down a big hill to a creek, and let us play in the creek. And we, looking back, I understand why. But either Linda was whatever or Dad was whatever. I don't know. But rather than let us go through that, he would take us there. Is what I'm trying to say. So um, I'm getting off on a tangent. Anyway, that spot, I completely lost my train of thought. I had some customers call me and they said, "Hey, I got your name from so and so, a lumberyard. I don't know, and we need some plumbing done." I said, "Okay, where you at?" And they told me, and I went, "Man, that can't be the spot, because that spot's been blocked off for years and years and years and years. They blocked it off when I was a little kid. You can't go there anymore." And so, man, I went there and it's that spot. Like they built a beautiful home, a cabin of sorts, right on top of the hill. Like their backyard is the creek where I grew up. And I would just, and I didn't obviously tell them the whole story. Um, Gary and Miss Suzy, if I haven't said that already, they were so understanding. Like they were so gracious, so kind. I don't know if they're here or not. Somebody come by real slow on a bike and stopped. I was like, "Who's that?" So gracious and so kind. And I was like, "Man, yes, yes, go down to the creek, hang out, whatever you want to do." And I'm at a job, I'm plumbing. And they were so understanding. And then they invited us back. They said, "Hey, your wife," and they didn't know me from nobody, but they were so understanding. And they keep calling me back to do plumbing. And the first time, you're a customer. The second time, no, sir, you're my friend, you're my family. You're just everything changed. And they invited us back to play guitar and we hung out today. We had to go do some work and we're going back tomorrow. I took my buddy Joe. And I was like, Gary, with your kind permission, I will. He said, man, psh, you do you, you know. Man, I walked around that creek and it's just like, I can't tell y'all how much I reverted back to being a little kid. I had no worries. My hand didn't hurt. I was just like, man, it was everything to me to be able to go there. And to him, it's just like it's nothing. But man, it's like imagine in your mind the 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 most comforting place you've ever been. And I say that because we moved from there, which that was my escape, to the ghetto, and nothing was ever good again. I mean, gangs and fighting all the time, and I'm not trying to make this a sad story. I'm really trying to get you guys to understand how important it is to me to know where that spot is and have permission to go there. I could call Mr. Gary, Miss Suzy right this second. Hell, Raj, you do, yeah, bring your guitar and hang out. And it was, oh my God, they're so welcoming. And my hope, my prayer, my hitting the lottery is that everybody that watches this, or even that knows me, at some point you find your spot and you are granted permission to go to your spot that changes everything. Everything. I don't even know how. I know. I'll watch this and I'll be like, "Why did you say that?" Man, I don't know. Um, I'm not any. I'm not on any medication. I feel like I should be, because this shit hurts, and I've been working for 4 days with it hurting. Oh, my wife, bless her heart, beautiful as she can be. She's like, I don't want to peel this. I don't want to peel. I don't want to hurt you. And like, baby, it hurts. Just do it. I love you to death, babe. I love you with everything I've got. Melissa Hatfield Williams, if you're watching this, I'm talking about you. Mr. Gary, Miss Susie, if you happen to see this, I love you guys to death. I do, I do, I do, I do. Ricky Die, if you're watching this, brother, I love you to death. You know I do. My subscribers that are um, always talking to me, Miss Sheila, Miss Vicky, Mr. Bill, I love you guys to death. I really do. I really, really, really do. I feel like I'm ranting, and I'm not sure if this microphone's going to work or not. Um, but that's how I burned my hand, and that's how I made it back to my favorite spot on Earth, which is beside water, and I don't understand that because I'm Aries. Pisces, maybe. Aquarius, maybe, but not Aries. Maybe I don't believe in that shit, huh? Anyway, I'm going to upload this, see how it works. Thank you guys for watching. I've got 56 subscribers last time I checked. And I think every single one of you, and Blake Bell, I can't forget Blake Bell, and Miss Angela, Blake and Angela. Whoo! And I forgot the dude's name. I'm gonna have to write it down. Hey, brother, the one that commented on my pair of sexes. Yes, 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 yes. I can't remember your name because I didn't write it down. My memory is along my fingernails, and I chew my fingernails. I do. I'll give you a shout out. Ricky Die, uh, YouTube at Growing Up Rough. Check him out. Now he's got some badass stories. I just sit and talk and laugh and joke because that's what I do. Because I'm a plumber and I tell dumb stories. So it's plum dumb stories. Ta-da! Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for watching. Tell one person. So a year from now, I'll have 112 subscribers. Thank you guys. Good night. Oh, I shook it wrong. See, I hit it with this one. There it is. I hit it with that. I don't have any. I got to hit it with this one.